Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news in a move that has the potential to shake up the entire NFC South. The Atlanta Falcons are reportedly in serious talks to acquire Will Anderson Jr. from the Houston Texans. Now, this isn't just some rumor. It's coming from Adam Schefter, one of the most reliable NFL insiders, who dropped some pretty hot info on November 19, 2025. According to Schefter, the Texans, who are currently sitting at 5-5 but are facing a cap situation that's about to explode with a $19 million cap hit after extending Stroud with a $280 million deal, are actively listening to offers for Anderson Jr. and might be willing to part ways before the offseason. The Falcons, sitting at 6-5 and trying to solidify their defense, are seen as a prime landing spot. The trade talks reportedly involve the Falcons sending their first-round pick in the 2026 draft plus a third-round pick in the same year. That's a pretty significant investment, but one that could pay huge dividends. Anderson Jr. has been nothing short of a game-changer this season. Just 24 years old, he's already making a case as one of the top edge rushers in the league, earning Defensive Rookie of the Year honors in 2023, and backing it up with a stellar 2025 campaign. He's accumulated 28 solo tackles, 12 assists, 40 combined stops, and an eye-popping 9. 5 sacks, along with 68 quarterback hits, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. His pass rush grades are off the charts with a 92, 1 PFF grade and a 24% win rate, making him one of the most disruptive players at his position. He's also been remarkably consistent, returning from a minor calf strain in Week 4 to sack Matt Ryan's old team, the Colts, in Week 6. His career stats speak volumes, 22 sacks since 2023, showcasing a burst that reminds many of Danielle Hunter and significantly elevating the Texans' pass rush. With Anderson Jr. bringing pressure from the edge, Houston's defense is projected to climb into the top 8 in pressure rate next season, possibly reaching 42%. That's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, especially with the Texans also bolstering their front with Danielle Hunter, who's been a force with a PFF grade of 88, 4 and 9, 5 sacks. The Texans are rebuilding for sure, and they're facing some challenges on the offensive line, which has allowed 28 sacks this season, partly to protect rookie QB CJ Stroud. Cap space is tight, but they're looking to extend players like Diggs and Mixon, which will make it even more crucial to free up room elsewhere. Meanwhile, the Texans' defense, which has been giving up 22.8 points per game, is trying to move from a rebuild mode to contender status, and acquiring a player like Anderson Jr. could be a pivotal step. Now on the Falcons' side, this move could be a game-changer. With a defense ranked 18th, allowing 25 points per game, the addition of Anderson Jr. would turn their front into a nightmare for any offense. Grady Jarrett has been impressive with an 82. 4 PFF grade and 5 sacks, but Anderson Jr., alongside him and David Onyemata, who has 4 sacks himself, could form one of the most fearsome defensive lines in the league. Imagine Anderson Jr. coming off the edge, creating chaos alongside Jarrett and Onyemata. It would mean more than just sacks. It would be about collapsing the pocket, forcing turnovers, and turning third-and-long situations into quick stops. The Falcons' defense could see a dramatic uptick in pressure, with projections suggesting an additional 32 combined pressures per game, boosting their pressure rate from 34% to nearly 46%. That kind of pressure would elevate their run defense, which has struggled at times, and improve their ability to get off the field on third down. Right now, their third down stop rate is hovering around 72%, but with Anderson Jr. in the mix, it could climb even higher, making it increasingly difficult for opponents to sustain drives. Furthermore, this acquisition could elevate the Falcons' overall defense, pushing them into the top 10 categories nationally. Opponents would face a front that's not just formidable against the pass, but also stout against the run. Anderson Jr. Its ability to win one-on-one matchups and generate consistent pressure would complement the existing talent, including Grady Jarrett, who's been an anchor on the line. His PFF grade of 82.4 indicates a high level of performance, and with Anderson Jr. drawing attention from multiple blockers, Jarrett and Onyemata could find even more one-on-one opportunities. And it's not just about the defense. The impact on the Falcons' overall team dynamics could be enormous. With Anderson Jr. adding a new dimension to their pass rush, Atlanta could see a boost in turnovers forced, with projections suggesting at least 12 additional takeaways next season. That's an immediate game changer, especially when you consider how close the NFC South race is this year. Every possession counts, and forcing turnovers can flip the script in tight games. Plus, the Falcons' offense, led by Desmond Ridder and supported by a solid running game, would benefit immensely from a defense that can get off the field quickly and provide more scoring opportunities. Looking ahead, the potential for Anderson Jr. to thrive in Atlanta's system is huge. The Falcons have been developing their young talent at linebacker and secondary, but adding a premier edge rusher like him would give their defense a new identity: aggressive, relentless, and capable of intimidating even the best defenses in the league. His ability to generate pressure on mobile quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield or Jameis Winston would be crucial in the NFC South, where scrambling quarterbacks have often been a thorn in the side of top defenses. Anderson's 4.2 yards per scramble this season shows his knack for closing windows and forcing bad throws. Furthermore, the Falcons' coaching staff, led by Arthur Smith and defensive coordinator Raheem Morris, are known for their innovative schemes and aggressive blitz packages. Anderson Jr. would fit perfectly into their system, reminiscent of the Legion of Boom days or the Seahawks' 2010s front, but with a modern twist. The potential for him to accelerate young players like Arnold Ebakti and to create a synergistic pass rush is exciting. It's a move that could redefine the Falcons' identity on defense and establish them as a true playoff threat, especially with the NFC South still very much up for grabs. And let's not forget the bigger picture, the Super Bowl implications. The Falcons, with their current roster, are on the cusp of becoming serious contenders. Adding Anderson Jr. would boost their odds significantly, perhaps from plus 3,500 to as low as plus 1,200, making them a real dark horse in the NFC. With a defense that can generate consistent pressure and create turnovers, and an offense that's already showing promise, Atlanta could be setting the stage for a deep playoff run. Anderson Jr. could be the X factor, the difference maker who tips the scales in their favor during crunch time. As we look at the NFC South, it's clear that this division is wide open, and the Falcons are positioning themselves for a big leap. The Buccaneers are struggling, and the Saints have been inconsistent. The Panthers are rebuilding, but with the right moves, Atlanta can take advantage of the chaos. Anderson Jr. could be the spark that ignites a new era of Falcons football, fierce, relentless, and poised to chase that elusive Super Bowl ring. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could propel Atlanta from mediocrity to a true dynasty in the making. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news.